Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hey everybody, the old captain at assholeconsulting.com. Got a young man writes, "Hi, I'm 26. I just started an engineering job making $75,000 in Dallas." But you guys are making a lot of money in Dallas. It's almost like capitalism works in Texas somehow. And actually, if I recall correctly, $70,000 actually takes you someplace in Dallas. Unlike California, where you guys pay half of it to the fucking state, and then you're like, we're in Silicon Valley, and we have organic coffee beach, and that's my impersonation of every Silicon Valley person ever. Anyway, and there's like nowhere near this bad traffic in Dallas. Anyway, they must not know what they're doing in Dallas. All right, working 40 hours a week. I could work from home 2 days out of the week, and the job is easy and low stress / boring. Look at this. Dallas keeps seeming better and better. I got this job because a girl that used to work there got pregnant and left. I had some connections because of a lot of internships I have done and got hired. Awesome. There you go. Now, I've been using work time to work on my side business applications. I complete what is assigned to me and I don't ask for more, so I can secretly work on my side projects. Also, this job is very flexible. I don't get in trouble if I arrive late. I'm in the best shape of my life since it's easier to go to the gym on lunch hour. There's no micromanaging. My manager is new into management work. So my problem is I've been feeling guilty when I see my other friends that I graduate with engineering, and they got very stressful jobs for less than what I make while I'm at the gym or blasting music, quote, working from home. They're slaving away 40 to 50 hours at the office. My long-term goal is to be self-employed and work from home one every day. Am I taking an intelligent risk? Will karma get me? By the way, I just got out of debt thanks to your minimalism debt-free videos that I watched years ago. Thanks. All right, well, awesome. I am glad that we could help you out. And, dude, here's the thing. You're doing your job. And especially younger people, you have an idealism about you. I've said this before, that when I first got my office job, I was talking about this with the real Mark Baxter. We just did a podcast yesterday. realmarkbaxter.com. And what we're talking about is how when I was younger, I worked landscaping at a greenhouse, laying sod, and Mark worked something else, and that when we got to the, quote, real world, got an office job, we were amazed at how little actual real work takes place in the workday. And at first, because you're younger, and maybe you've worked physical jobs before, like fast food or something, you feel guilty because you're not constantly working. And it took me a decade to figure it out, but that is the nature of white-collar office work. Management... it's in part because of the nature of white-collar work, but also management is just incompetent. Management, and we don't have time to go into the whys. You can listen to the podcast later. Management has never been able to keep my plate filled. Management always has, they're very poor at leading. And the reality is that, especially if you're a smarter guy and you sound like it, especially if you got a degree in engineering, if you got an IQ of 120, 130, you could do most of your work in about 2 hours. I don't think, honestly, I mean, of course, there has been days where I did put in a full 8 hours a day, but on average, I don't think I've ever worked more than maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours in any given day. And then the rest of the job is trying to look busy. So, whereas traditionally we're used to, like, say, the Industrial Revolution, where you have 8-hour shifts and you nail widgets into the machine keeps sending you more things to put widgets in, it never ends. In white-collar work, office work, you're waiting on your boss to get you work. Now, if your boss doesn't get you work and you're getting your work done and no one's complaining, well, fine. Go ahead and keep working on your project. I said, but keep in mind there's some risks. One, they might find out, so don't be using company computers. Two, you may have signed something in your employment contract that anything you develop on company time is theirs. That's a huge one. So make darn sure you're not using company's computers. And I would say if you actually have your apps or your side gigs have the potential to actually make good money, you may want to work on other things at the office. Things that are safe that they cannot take from you. For example, paying your bills, running errands, doing your online shopping, getting all this crap done so that when you go home that night, you don't have any chores or errands to run. And then you can focus on working on your apps or doing whatever you want. It is amazing what you can get done. Taking care of a home is almost a full-time job. That's why usually someone stayed home and took care of it. So there's more that work than you think needs to be done just to simply take care of your home. Have you paid your credit card? Have you paid the phone bill? I know it's all automatic bill pay, but you got to run in there and to get this. You got to go and order that. Oh, I need to get this tool. It doesn't stop, especially if you own a home. You're always putting in repairs or something like that. So if you have your own laptop, if you're doing these app developments on the side, or you can keep it clandestine, all right, cool, go ahead and do it. And I encourage that, okay? Like, I think, was it Reconnaissance Man? Maybe it was Bachelor Pad. I couldn't remember which one it was. I encourage people in school to stay for all this shit, get some other work done. If you're at work, absolutely. If they can't keep you occupied, you absolutely go and run your own business safely as you can. Because what they're doing is, okay, we're going to have you and we're going to have you come here and we're going to pay you for 8 hours, but we're only going to occupy you for 2. It is torture to sit there and look busy. And under this whole thing, well, you got to look busy. You got to look busy. So under the torture that you're going to fake looking busy for 6 hours a day, and that's painful. That is torture. Screw them. They either start promoting you and say, well, this guy's really efficient. Let's give him more responsibilities and pay and promotions. That's the key thing there. But if they don't do that, and you can even go up and say, hey, look, I got extra time. I like to, work on some other projects if I get extra pay. But then you might put yourself in the hole. See, I know you feel guilty right now. Like, well, imagine how much it's going to suck if they find out that you're underworked by 75%, and all of a sudden then they triple your workload, and now you don't get to work on your apps. So that's the problem there. I'm just saying, yes, absolutely, if you can do it safely, work on other shit. 2, don't feel guilty because this is average. This is industry standard across all white-collar jobs. Every once in a while you find a white-collar job where you're actually challenged, but I've yet to run into it. So don't feel bad, all right? But then 3, like, okay, you're looking at your buddies and they're busting their asses off 40, 50 hours a week. I don't know if they call it survivor syndrome or what. Yeah, life isn't fair. But sometimes life isn't fair in your favor, right? And don't worry, you're young enough, life will be unfair to you against your favor. At some capacity, at some point in life, it will. But you got to take these advantages. Like, for example, it's not fair to the baby boomer generation that they didn't have the internet until later on in life. This whole career I got would not occur if I had the internet. I'm very fortunate and lucky to have it, but the fuck if I feel guilty about it. You take advantage of whatever opportunities your environment presents you. Whatever advantages you got in your environment, you take advantage of it so you support yourself. So you don't become a parasite. Everybody has this idea of what life should be. 8 hours a day, I'm fully engaged, No, it doesn't work that way. Life just does not work that way. You have an opportunity now, just like I did working security. Security's the same thing. Like, I feel guilty. All my friends are out flipping burgers, Now, of course, I had to patrol in zero weather and all that other stuff, but then I got to work on my homework. All right? I didn't complain about it or think I was lucky. I just took advantage of it and was very thankful for it. All right? And then, where I got screwed, where life was unfair to me in a negative way, was the entire banking system was horrendously corrupt. So don't feel bad that you get your lucky break now, okay? You need to capitalize on it. You need to use this for your advancement so you can survive in life and hopefully thrive in life. And I think you're doing, look, if you were like checking out porn or fucking around or sleeping or what, okay, then you're pissing away a genuine opportunity. You're not. You're capitalizing on it. So your more moral obligation to society is met. You're not a fucking parasite going on welfare. All right? But like I said, this good thing happened, don't worry, something bad's going to happen. You'll date some crazy girl down in Dallas with big tits and a psycho personality. The company will go bankrupt, and it would have nothing to do with you. They're just mismanaged. There's always going to be bad shit, so do not feel guilty. For everybody has good luck and bad luck. Don't feel bad about the good luck. Don't feel bad about it. Be thankful. Now, don't be arrogant about it either. And you got a heart. You absolutely, yeah, you should feel bad about your buddy. Dang, you know. No, I feel bad about my friends that, you know, got to work, have to wake up. You know, they got to wake up. I remember because I did it. They got to wake up at 6, 7 a.m. And then they got to commute. And then they got to go to a job they hate. And there I am running around, working out, having fun, doing this shit. I don't feel guilty about it. I feel bad. I wish absolutely. I wish my friends, but man, I don't like, oh geez, I'm so fortunate. Oh, curse these fortunes that have fallen behind me. Mea culpa, mea culpa. No, I'm like, fuck that. Hey guys, I post pictures on Facebook and mock them. That's because that's how I show love. But yeah, it's you got lucky, you won the lottery ticket. You're taking advantage of it. You're investing. You're not pissing it away. You know, good things happen sometimes. Good things happen to good people. Good things happen to bad people. Good things happen to people in general. And sometimes it's out of your control. You got a lucky dice roll. Don't feel bad about it. Be very thankful for it. And then, you know, down the road, you know, help out your buddies. Buy them a drink, you know. Make it a little bit easier for them. I just bought my girlfriend flowers. You know, because as a commute and it's a hot day and there's no air conditioning in the car because we're cheap motherfuckers. So, yeah, and you know your minimalism. You're debt-free. You can do things. If you really feel bad about them, you know, give them a call on the lunch break. Maybe go visit them on the lunch break. There's something you could do to boost their morale if you really feel compelled to do something. But don't feel guilty and don't give this up. Absolutely not. So let me see if I got everything. Working from home, ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, you want to be self-employed and work home every day. There you go. You're doing it. These apps and your entrepreneurial hustle is what's going to do it. So, yeah, don't lose sleep over it. You're doing all right. We'll see you later. Toodles.